Welcome back to From the Petty Corner. I'm Petty Diana, and I have Robyn Wereshchuk here with me today. She competed on Power Slap 9, and she's coming off a win. Welcome back to the Petty Corner, Robyn.
Hello. Yeah.
Okay, so um, this is the Petty Corner, so feel free to be petty. I am completely prepared for this because I did a pick video with some other strikers, and I picked Jackie to win. And like I said, it was nothing against you. Jackie, I'm a huge fan of, and I'm a fan of you now too. But when newcomers come into the sport, they tend to foul. So I was just picking based off of history, like people that have more experience usually tend to pull off the win. But you did your thing up there, and I was really excited to see you. You were up there dancing. You were just having a good old time.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel bad because I picked Jackie too. I was like, she's like just a unit of a woman, and I was just like, hey, this is like, I think she thinks that I didn't take it seriously in that, but you don't go out there thinking like, I've seen her knock out Sheena. You don't go out there thinking like having a laugh. I'm stupid, but I'm not that stupid. Like, I'm not like crazy. I was like, this is a serious like thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, I had picked Jackie too, so I don't blame you.
I know, you commented right, you're like, oh, you're eating your words. Now it's like, yeah, I am eating my words. Like, I ate my words a lot that night. So I'll probably never do a pick video again because I don't ever want to like hurt anyone's feelings either. But it was
No.
just supposed to be fun.
Oh no,
Um,
it's not like hurting people's feelings, is it? So the whole game is the same with like Jackie saying stuff about how I wasn't taking it seriously. I don't take that as like hate. I don't take that as anything. It's a fight game. It's the whole point in it. It's the whole point is to have people. You're it's like racing horses. I mean, you got bet on the winner, and it's like, but it's always fun when the person that you where everybody thought was going to win didn't, because that's more exciting. If the person that everybody thought was going to win won every time, what's the fun in that?
yeah. Okay, and then you got to fly in early to get
Very
your medicals
early.
and everything done. So you were there before everybody. What was your experience like? Because it was your first time in Abu Dhabi. You got a little mom break, and what was it like being there, meeting the
Well,
strikers, and things that you did there?
yeah, it wasn't my first time. I've been to Abu Dhabi before. I've been to Dubai numerous times. Like, I think Jackie did say I've never been on holiday before in one of the podcasts, and I'm like, I've been like a million places. Like, you have to go on holiday when you're from Scotland because it's fucking freezing here. But no, honestly, it was amazing. So the very first day I got there, nobody was there. Like nobody, not even Erica, like in that, who like deals with everyone. And then the next day we got medicals. I met a couple of the guys and stuff. None of the sort of like people who'd done it before. It was all new people. And none of them actually, no, except for Awa. Awa done it with Wes, but nobody else actually ended up competing. But so then Saturday, Sunday came, and all the power slap and the UFC and all the staff and the whole hotel just changed. It just sort of went into like all these big like UFC, but like security guards everywhere, and it just went wild. So that was really cool though, and the hotel and everything was amazing. Just meeting everybody from all different places, and that was really nice.
Oh, I love that for you. Did you get to do anything off the resort, like riding camels or do any of that kind of stuff?
I was supposed to, but I might have stayed out too late in the pub and then slept in. My alarm just never went off. I never sleep in, never. Like, I'm like, you mean mum? I'm like on it. I never sleep in, but my alarm never went off, and like my phone calls weren't coming through because they were trying to phone me. So I did miss the camel riding, which I'm a bit gutted about. So
Hey, well, hopefully they go back there. Hopefully you get another chance for that. But don't get too hard on yourself. Like you're a mom. It's like you don't get a break often. So if you need
yeah,
to sleep in while you're away, then go do that.
exactly. No, it was fun though. I had a good time in that, and then the bed was very comfortable. It was a nice hotel, so it was. I lived the whole time in the bath. If I wasn't in the pub, I was in the bath. So
Yeah, I saw some of your stories on that.
yeah,
But I did talk to you before you had your match with Jackie, and you told me you were like nervous. So that's kind of like another reason why I kind of went towards Jackie because the
yeah.
nerves get to people. But when you went out there, you did not look nervous at all. Like I said, you were dancing, you were just having a good old time. So, like, what were you feeling? Explain to me what you were feeling when you were walking out on the stage and when you got up there.
Well, that's the thing. Like when I did like my first slap in Dubai and stuff, and I was backstage, I was really nervous, even though the girl I was fighting was not scared of in the slightest, and I wasn't being scared of slap. I wasn't scared of getting knocked out. It's scared of like all the cameras and stuff. But for some reason, I just didn't feel nervous. Like, and I'd made friends with all the UFC security guards, and they were all. So when I was walking through the building to get to the stage, they're all like, Robyn, Robyn, they're high-fiving me, so like building me up a bit and stuff. So, and that's the thing as well, I think people forget, I went out there alone. Like, Jackie, Paige, Chelsea all had their husbands with them. Most of the guys had their wives, or they knew each other already from being on the show. I went out there not knowing anybody. I didn't have, like, I had nobody at all. Like, some people bring their friends with them as well. I was completely by myself, and so I had no support, and I don't have much support at home for doing slaps. So it was like that part of it is quite daunting, that you're just sort of out there completely by yourself.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure next time you go there, you're gonna have so much support because I told you before, I was like the strikers are so welcoming. So
Oh yeah.
I hope they welcomed you when you were there. And I know I saw some pictures with you and them and stuff. But what was your experience? I guess like meeting them.
Oh, they were all lovely. They're all like didn't have a entire clue what I was saying most of the time, and I talk like I can talk, and I'll just keep talking. So I'm just like even like on the commentary, Michael Bidsman's like she doesn't shut up, she just talks. So like I'm very hard to like I'll talk to anybody, so it's really easy for me to like meet people and to talk to people. But yeah, no, all the strikers, everybody was lovely. Like there was nobody that I was like, oh, like they seem like a bit of a cunt or that. So it was good. So everybody was lovely, and then just the staff, like all the staff who work for Power Slap, all the guys that work at the UFC and that, like just really everybody was really nice. So it was good.
I love that for you. I know you had a little bit of slap fighting championship experience before you came to Power Slap, but were you surprised when you got that first slap by Jackie? Was there like a difference? Because I know there's different technique and and all that kind of stuff. So were you surprised when you got slapped the first time, or
I
like
think you
what were
can
you
see in my
thinking?
face how like I was like, because I was ready to be hit by a train. I was like, this is going to be like I know what Jackie has got the power completely. She just needs. People were shouting at her in the crowd, going like, "Wind up more" and stuff. And I feel like, yeah, I think she was sort of going for that thing she done with Sheena, that sort of like hook knockout. But I think she could do so much more damage if she done like a big like wind up and stuff, because like she's clearly a strong girl, and to me like the slaps were like I'm a bit weird and I do like it a bit too much, like I'm getting slapped. So but yeah, I didn't find it bad. But yeah, I feel like she's got way more power, and I feel like the girls, I said that on Instagram, whatever it's called, that the girls, all of us, and I wasn't meaning like me, I was meaning like Jackie, all of us, we're all going to go back. We need to proper go for it and bring the power into the girls division, like not letting all the boys take all the center stage. We need to come with that knockout power. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be training and hope I get the call to come back and show some serious power now that I know what I'm doing a bit more.
Yes, I love that. So you got the first one out of the way. Now you can go home. You can be like, okay, this is what I can work on. You know, you have like a base to start from. It sounds like you had a great coach because I did get to talk to Alan yesterday, and you guys did get to work together for a little bit while you were there. And now you have something to go off of because I know, like I said, you do have slot fight championship experience, but maybe the technique and the rules are different. But
Yeah,
now that you're at Power
totally.
Slap, you were on the biggest stage, you can go back and watch your tapes and you can perfect your technique and your craft. So I am so excited to see you come back. I'm excited for the women's division to grow. Exactly what you said. We need more women to come in there. I know me and you like briefly spoke too. I would definitely. We don't need to see a rematch with you and Jackie right now. I would like to see you guys, go on your own ways because I see potential in both of you guys to be superstars in this. So you guys go on your own ways, and then once it's ready for a belt, you guys can come meet back up. Or Sheena,
Yeah,
throw Sheena in the mix because she's Sheena. She was the
yeah,
first lady of Power Slab. But yeah, I can't wait to see the women's division grow, and
yeah.
we definitely
I
need
can't
that.
wait to see Jackie v Sheena's rematch. That's what I'm excited for.
Yes, we need that like
We
ASAP.
need that. Yeah,
Sheena was
definitely.
there. Did you get to meet her?
No, but she messaged me saying, "Oh, I loved your energy, loved your fight in that." But no, I never. You just get put on that stage and you get sent straight off. And they literally put me like you go see the doctor, you come off the stage, see the doctor, straight into a taxi, straight back to the hotel. And I was getting picked up at 3:45 in the morning, so I went straight from that taxi straight to the Irish bar. One of the guys was watching it on his phone, so I sat with him and watched it. And then people started all coming and joining, and I was there until my taxi came, and I went straight on the plane, still wearing the clothes that I wore off that stage. I got straight on the plane, straight back home came to my house where my mum had my kids, and I went straight to take them to their Halloween party at school. And I still had
Oh,
still in the same clothes that I had wore.
yeah.
It
So
was
is your
wild.
mom more receptive to it now
Oh,
since,
my mum wasn't. I don't wear leggings. I hate leggings. So I gave my mum my slap leggings, and she's at the gym. And she's like in the gym on the treadmill, showing them off to everybody. And she's like buzzing. It's the people who I never thought would be so. Everybody like there's always supported. Like my best friend, she's buzzing, and she's not a fighter, and she's not into it all. And she was like, me and my man just sat and watched it to watch you. She's like, we just kept watching. We loved it. And she's like, now I'm a slap fan. So and it's to say like all the mums at the school gates and all that are buzzing. It's I go in the gym and the boys are like, "You're an idiot," and they're not supportive in the slightest. So it's been a bit of a downer going to the gym and not getting any like support. They're all like some of them are like, "Oh, well done" in that, but actual like, I mean, they're not really into it at all.
Yeah, I can speak from experience. So I knew Dana White was behind Power Slap, and I watched the clips, and it was hard for me to watch in the beginning because I didn't know what was going on. But once I understood the rules and like what actually goes on, like it makes it so enjoyable. And then once you get to a live event, it's a totally different experience. But tell those guys like your bank account's laughing at them. They're thinking you're silly, but like they're silly.
I know, and that's the thing is like, because they're all like Muay Thai fighters and stuff, and there's like, I had to go with my coach because he was like, "Oh, we're all family, we need to support each other," and I'm like, "Well, where was my support?" And I saw, and he was like, "But like, they all like are like, their whole argument is like, you're just taking slaps to the face, you're going to get CTE." I'm like, but I'm like, I was like, well, one, how much have you ever made doing Muay Thai? And the answer is zero or very little. And I'm like, you're getting kneed in the head, you're getting kicked in the head, you're just doing that in sparring, don't even mind your fight. I'm like, you're taking way more blows and are in a much more dangerous situation than I am on that stage.
Yes, and this is such a great argument too because boxing, you like MMA, Muay Thai, all that kind of stuff. Just the training before you get into the fight, you're still taking all those blows to the head. When you get on the power slap stage, you're taking 3 minimum, maybe 5 max, unless you're in a championship match. Then it's like 7 max. Like if you include like flinches and stuff like that. Um, and if it's perfect placement, like it's not going to do damage. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
there's a huge argument for that, but people don't understand that quite yet. But I mean, look at boxing. You're taking like some people can take 100 blows per round, and
Mm.
that's way more dangerous than a slap to me, at least.
Oh, definitely. I think so too. It's like I say, like getting kneed in the head and stuff. And as I say in training, I get punched in the face by all the big boys all the time, and you feel it. And you're like, oh, yeah. I mean, it's like, and that's in training. So yeah, I definitely think that people, and I understand like people just think it's silly, people think it's that, but I'm like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you think of it. I'm like your training partner. I train with you all, and just respect my decisions. As I said, I literally was going to. I said to my coach when he had to go with me, and that I was like, before I left to go power slap, my wee girl needed school socks, right? And I was in the shop and I was buying like food, and I was like, I can't afford to buy these socks. I put them back. And the first thing I bought when I came home was school socks for my daughter. And I was like, you mean? And I'm like, and then like I put my heating on. I don't have to worry about my heating bill. And then today I took my kids out to the shop. I went, you can buy any toy you want, any toy. And I'm walking around the shop like nearly in tears because I can do that for my kids. And people, I mean, I'll get slapped in the face a million times for my kids. You know what I mean? It's
You're gonna make me cry. Like, cause
it's
that,
true.
like,
I mean,
we've talked before, and you told me a little bit like what you went through. So like, I am so happy for you, and I'm so proud of you, cause like, I knew you were scared getting on that plane alone. I knew you were scared going up on that stage, and like, you did it, and I'm just so proud of you. And then I know your kids, like, I'm a mom too, so
yeah,
I
you
get it.
get. I mean, as I say, I would do a million times for my kids, and that it's like, but my kids don't you care. I was like, show them the care. They're getting toys, but I was like, some of the mums at the school are like, oh yeah, we sat and watched it. I'm like, well, you let them watch it live, and they're like, yeah, yeah. I'm like, oh okay. And then I was like to my kids, okay, I was like, mummy doesn't get hurt. You know that mummy wins. Do you want to watch it? No. Oh,
Oh, I love that.
thanks. Like funny.
Okay, but I just had to ask you because after Jackie slapped you, you took the slapstick or baton, whatever you want to call it, and you landed on the podium, and like it looked like pieces flew off of it. So like, I just want to know what did that slapstick do to you for
I
you to
know.
like?
Well, I broke the slapstick, and then I also hit Alan with it. I go over to him and I start hitting him with it and everything. But it's just like that, like because as I say, it was like because everybody's like to me, if you beat Jackie, that's such a big thing for you. So I was like, even if I eat one of her slaps, if I take one of her slaps, that's like enough for me to prove that I can do it. And not like, I mean, if she knocked me out the second one, at least that one's like, I mean, it's my, like she took one and she like, I mean, so when I took that first one, I was just, I was relief. Not because I was scared of getting knocked out or anything of that. It was just like that kind of like, oh, I'd done it. Like, I mean, you're just proud of myself. And I was so just like, and it's such a big stage and everybody's shouting at you and it's just this big buzz and you're just like, and it's also, if I just took the slap and walked away, it's no fun. I was having fun with it. I was enjoying my time up on that stage. You see, like I was just like on this high, buzzing and that. And I normally hate the cameras and everything. It's normally like so scary for me. But for some reason, I just walked out there and it was just like my WWE persona came out. I think you know what I mean. I was like, this is great fun. I'm going to put on a show and have fun with it, and I did. It was just fun. But yeah, I broke the baton. I'm sorry.
I love it. So I don't know if you know this, but there's like this thing in the U.S. called Mr. USA. It's like a pageant for our country.
Yeah.
And I mean, they do it worldwide too, like the universe or whatever.
Yeah, it's
And
like Miss
Alan was a part of
Congeniality.
Mr. Universe, and he's got some dance moves. Did he teach you some backstage?
No, I should have because mine were shit. I've
No,
got my
you did
mum
so good. I
dancing.
love it because you were so carefree.
Oh, I had my mum dancing. It was great. I loved it. Yeah, I'm definitely white girl dancing they call it, don't they? But no, I'll be asking Alan for some moves. I think I never knew that. Yeah, he's very multi-talented. That boy, isn't he?
Oh my God. Like, we could
Yeah.
sit here and talk about him for days because he's done
Oh,
enough for like 7 lifetimes. Like,
oh
I
yeah.
don't know how he does all this, but he does it.
Yeah. But honestly, it was all Alan. I had done like an hour training before the day before with Alan because I was like, I met him and I was like, "Can you come and do some stuff in the gym?" He's like, "Yes, ma'am." I'm like, "Okay." It's like really, and we went down the gym and done stuff, and he done like how to brace for it and everything. And I honestly think if it wasn't for Alan, I would have been knocked out. So Alan's definitely got just amazing coach, and he came in last minute and done it all. And he gave me a lot of time, and I really really respect Alan big time for that.
Yeah, well, maybe you guys can keep in contact and he can like help you for your next one too.
Oh, he's already helping me. Like he's helping me with everything. He's such a good. And he's like, I hope I'm not annoying you. But I'm like, no, no, no. Like I love it. Like he's giving me loads of advice out with doing slap as well and getting other things and building your like your name and everything. And he's just been really really helpful. So he's
I
such a
love
nice
that.
lad.
I
Yeah.
cannot wait to see like what your future is because I see so much potential in you and I'm so excited to see you come back on that stage. I hope they give you a call for December
Oh,
6th. I know you've got something else lined up, but
yeah.
um yeah, but what realistically, what do you see as next for you? I know there's not like a whole lot of women to pull from. And you know, the other weight class is only 10 pounds less, so it's kind of easy to drop to that.
Yeah.
But
I
what do
want to
you see
call it
next for you? When do
Paige.
you want to come back?
I want to call Paige out. I want that big money fight. I want to get Paige. That'd be a good one. That's like where the attention is. Eh? That's the big fight. So. But I don't want to do everything too quickly. I mean, I think it's good to build it up, have some smaller fights before taking the big one. But definitely, eventually, want to fight Paige for sure.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah, but as I say, like, and I say, like the girls are definitely coming. We need to big up the girls division and try to get these girls in because I mean, I think making it fun and making it like seeing it and that people will want to come eventually. So
Yeah,
we'll
I
get
mean,
them.
you and Chelsea are like making me feel like I could get up there and do it, but like I
You
would
should.
never. But
Do it.
no.
Yeah. Chelsea was badass. Chelsea took that. I was amazed. Like she's I mean, because again, she's like a mum. I think she's got 4 kids, does she know? Like she's a mum and stuff,
I
and
think
like
three.
we're not in like we're not 19 anymore, and we got up on that stage and just absolutely rocked it. You mean and again, I think Chelsea was a bit of an underdog. You mean going up against Paige, who's like a UFC fighter, and she showed no fear either. She just got up there and smashed it. So she was amazing.
Yes, I was so proud of her. But yes,
Yeah.
I hope we see you back like ASAP. If you do come to Vegas in December, I would be so happy because then we get to meet in person. But
Yeah.
either way, if they don't get you on December, I hope to get you on January because they need you. They need all the women to keep promoting the women's side. I would love to see. I don't know if you know they do this thing called Road to the Title, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
I hope they can do that with like all women.
I talked to Erica about that. I was like, that'd be good and that. I was like, but I don't think we could mix the boys and the girls because I think that would be a bit dangerous. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, that would be good. But I don't know how because what the girls' drama would be like, but it would be interesting. That would be fun. But if we could get enough girls, it'd be amazing. I'd be right up
Yeah.
for that. Yeah.
I feel like they'll get more girls from overseas because I feel like I don't know, I feel like there's just more people willing and more receptive to it because in the US it's still really
Yeah.
controversial. Like people are
Yeah.
not really receptive to it, but I know slap fighting is really big across the world in other countries.
Yeah, I know that there's one called Brit Slap that's coming out now, and they're sort of a few of the boys that had done it in Dubai, they're doing it soon. Again, but they've not got any girls and stuff. But I mean, I know like the Russian girls, the Scottish girls are all daft. We're all up for a good slap. You know, it's a normal night out getting slapped in Scotland. So it's I think yeah, no, definitely. I think there's a lot of like the Eastern Europeans and that are big on it. But then saying that, I watched one of the girl ones on the slap fight championships. I was like, I'd love to go up against one of those girls. Just go put a helmet on, and they just wear the wee sports brand jiggle. I was like, that's what I signed up for. That's what I thought I was getting. And then they gave me Jackie. I was like,
I know, it's terrifying. I know, everyone asked me, they're like, do you want to go? And like, do you see what Jackie did to Sheena? And like, do you see who Sheena is? Like, I'm not trying to get slapped. I'm in their weight class. I'm not trying to
I
get slapped.
know. I know I never knew who Sheena really was until afterwards, and then because I've got her on Instagram now, I'm like, she is absolutely a tank. She
Yeah,
is a
because she's
beast,
so
man.
built. She like made a girl do a summer. She slapped this girl. Like, if you go back
Oh,
at the
I've seen
Instagram or
that.
the
Yeah,
channel, she made the girl do a somersault. I was like,
I've
holy.
seen that. I know. At least she might slap some better dance moves into me, so that'd be good. Uh,
Well, Robin, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. I really cannot wait to see you come back. I am so excited for the women's division and for you, and I can't wait to see what you do next.
yeah, I love it. Thank you. Thanks for
Thank you.
having
I'll
me.
talk to you soon.
See you later. Bye bye.